Hey there! Welcome to today's lesson. Today, we will be learning about ratio and percentages. And at the end of this lesson, you should be able to solve problems on ratios, express a number as a percentage of another, solve quantitative aptitude problems on ratio and percentage. Let's begin. Ratio is a relationship between two numbers, indicating how many times the first number contains the second. It is also expressed as a fraction. For example, Fumi has 12 oranges and Edith has 15 oranges. Then the ratio of Fumi's to Edith's oranges is written 12 to 15. Similarly, the ratio of Edith's to Fumi's oranges is written as 15 to 12 and can be further simplified to 4 to 5. Let's try another example. In a bag with red and green buttons, the ratio of red buttons to green buttons is 3 to 4. If the bag contains 120 green buttons, how many red buttons are there? First step is to assign variables to the unknown number of red buttons. Let x be equal to red buttons. The second step is to write the items in the ratio as a fraction. 3 over x equals to 4 over 120. For the next step, we cross multiply. 3 times 120, 4 times x. And this gives us 360 is equal to 4x. Then we isolate the x by dividing both sides by 4, making x equal to 90. Therefore, there are 90 red buttons in the bag. Ratios can also be converted to percentages by first expressing it as a fraction. For example, in a class of 100, if the ratio of male to female students is 50 to 50, that is 1 to 1. To find the percentage of male students, we first write the ratio as fractions. 50 over 100 is equal to 50 over 100. Then we cross multiply and divide to get the result of 50. This means that 50% of the total number of students in the class are male. The word percent means out of 100. It is a fraction with 100 as the denominator. This is the symbol for percentage. Both ratios and percentages are comparisons of numbers. While ratio is a comparison of any two numbers by division, a percent compares any number to 100, with 100 representing one whole. To express a number as a percentage of another, we write it as a fraction and then multiply by 100. Let's see what this means with these examples. Find 15% of 60. First, we express it as a fraction. 15 over 100, then we multiply it by 60. 15 over 100 equals to 0.15. Multiplied by 60 equals to 9. Therefore, 15% of 60 is 9. Second example. Find 42% of 50. First, we express it as a fraction. 42 over 100. Then, we multiply it by 50. 42 over 100 equals to 0.42. Multiplied by 50 equals to 21. Therefore, 42% of 50 is 21. Last example. Find 19% of 76. Again, first we express it as a fraction, 19 over 100. Then we multiply it by 76. 19 over 100 equals to 0.19. multiplied by 76 equals to 14.4, which is approximately 14. Therefore, 19% of 76 is 14. Next, we are going to solve word problems on ratios and percentage. David has 30 marbles, 18 of which are red and 12 of which are blue. Stanley has 20 marbles, all of them either red or blue. If the ratio of the red marbles to the blue marbles is the same for both David and Stanley, then David has how many more blue marbles than Stanley? Step 1. We assign variables. Let X be equal to blue marbles for Stanley. 20 minus X equals to red marbles for Stanley. Next step, we get the ratio from David. David has 30 marbles, 18 of which are red and 12 of which are blue. Red over blue is equals to 18 over 12, which is also equal to 3 over 2. We use the same ratio for Stanley. Red over blue equals to 3 over 2 equals to 20 minus X divided by X. For the next step, we cross-multiply. 3 times X equals to 2 times 20 minus X all in bracket. 3X is equal to 40 minus 2X. 5X equals to 40. X equals to 40 divided by 5, which is equal to 8. David has 12 blue marbles. 12 minus 8 is equal to 4. Therefore, David has 4 more blue marbles than Stanley. Great job! Our next quantitative aptitude example is about percentages. There are 50 students in a class. If 14% are absent on a particular day, find the number of students present in the class. First step, we convert the percentage of absent students in fractions. Number of students absent on a particular day is equal to 14% of 50. That is 14 over 100. Next, we multiply by the total number of students, which is 50. 14 over 100 times 50 is equal to 0.14 times 50, which is equal to 7. Therefore, the number of students present equals the total number of students minus number of absent students, which is 50 minus 7, which is equal to 43. Therefore, the number of students present is 43. We have come to the end of today's lesson. Today, we have learned how to solve problems on ratios, express a number as a percentage of another, and solve problems on quantitative aptitude on ratio and percentage. See you in the next lesson.